Good evening and happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you're doing good. What I have in front of me is my Simplicity Synergy. I'm going to show you in a second. And there's been some people that love this machine. There's been some people that don't like it. There's been some ups and downs, and it's come up a lot this past week in the group. So I'm going to give you my best shot of kind of an unbiased review. I'm going to try to do that and just try to show you some of the things I know about it and all that type of thing. And first thing I'm going to do is actually get my measuring tape because I forgot to do that. So let's get started. Here it is. This is a Simplicity Synergy S40P. This is Tacone's top of the line machine. This model is no longer made because Simplicity turned the Simplicity name, Tacone turned the Simplicity name into basically what was the forward brush. So before, early 2000s, 90s, up until probably 3 years ago, you'd go to some vac shops, they'd have Simplicity, some vac shops, they'd have Ricard. Basically, the two lines were synonymous. It was just a matter of kind of like going to Strawbridge's, find a Hoover Elite, go to Sears, find the same thing and maybe a Hoover Turbo Power. Basically, same things, just sister brands, just try to, they looked slightly different, different handles, different headlight styles, but overall the motors, the designs, everything under the hood was basically the same. It was just a way for stores to carry things, not have to worry about so much competition, yada, yada, yada. Now it's basically Ricard is the top of the line brand. Simplicity has become dumbed down. However, the hood style from the Simplicity carried over to the new Ricard R40P. The old Ricard top of the line tandem air, which I think was the Radiance, this whole thing was straight headlight. It was a headlight bar. It kind of maintained that same design where it's sort of shorter here, gets a little wider, sort of carried that across. You still have the dirt sensor on either side. When I run this, you'll see that'll be orange. The rest of it will be headlight. So let's go through. As you can see, it's a 14-inch width. So you're probably talking about 13 inches of actual cleaning between base and all that type of thing. I'm going to try and start handle down. You've got your full machine on off. That's a switch for the brush roll on off because that's a separate motor. That button kicks on the motor that's basically kind of like your think Eureka Bravo Hoover Elite. It runs brush roll and it runs a fan because this is a tandem air machine. You can take the bag door off and you can still clean your carpets. What's going to happen is you will have the direct air motor working, but the clean air motor is going to be blocked because you don't have the case on there to create that full system. So you've got your nice comfort grip handle. It is a little bit kind of rubber textured, not really sticky rubber, just nice grip overall. Have a bag. It's not the easiest thing to do one-handed, but there's like a button you kind of push and it clips down and the whole thing comes off like so. And hopefully I can get this back on one finger type of thing. Yeah, cool, look at that. How snazzy. And it clicks into place. It's a nice solid click. You have a direct air motor under here, carried through this guy, okay, which I've never actually had to service, but I mean, you're talking, this is a HEPA bag system. This bag compartment is clean. This does not get dirty if everything's working in place. So, but yeah, there is a filter in here, okay, before it gets to the thingy. Alright, I'll have to play with that. I have to make 2 videos. Well, that's kind of annoying because I need a camera guy. Somebody come to Pennsylvania and help me. There we go. Okay. That's still not full in. See the fun of holding a camera in one hand and trying to do a video in the other hand to be, you know, helpful. Okay, anyway, so some were mentioning that there's airflow that comes from this area. Older model does not happen on this one. I'll put it slightly down. Now, you do have a little filter of exhaust here, but it's not much. Most everything comes out of this guy. So we're going to put the bag door back on. You start from the bottom with the little latch. Make sure that matches up. Then you push close and lock. Main filter, 7-layer HEPA media filtration. I'm sure that Simplicity Tacony tout this as a fully sealed machine. I'm sure it mostly is. I'm not going to say 100% because I don't want to say misinformation. I have not looked it up. Do I really care if it's 100% sealed? No. I have allergies, but I'm not that severe and terrible. As long as it's not an ORC, I'm fine. 40-foot cord. Metal cord hook. That swivels. Everything comes down. Very nice long commercial duty cord. Yes, you might recognize this plug end. It's the same thing found on some Rainbows and also Filter Queens. Gee, what a concept. Probably some generic company that does that. Okay, you've got a big brush here. Very nice soft horsehair, nice good dusting brush. There's two little clips that come off. Hold on, let's put the phone down a minute. Okay, got it. Clips come off, dusting brush removal, and you have an actual upholstery nozzle, which with this one, it's nice. You actually have bristles on it. What a concept. Some companies actually give you a upholstery nozzle that's relatively small from a combo tool, and there's no bristles. What good does that do? Not much of anything. So this is a nice tool. Just going to set it aside for right now. You also have a larger combo tool. Sort of rounded, very nice soft bristles on here, and wing flaps on it as well for larger things. You can use this on Bear 4. Granted, I didn't take it out of the box. I had some in my big storage box, but they give you a Bear 4 brush about from there to here. With a microfiber pad. It's very, very nice. It swivels, all that type of thing. They also give you a turbo hand tool with this model. Switching to tools. There's a system that redirects the airflow. So you turn it, pull your hose out, you can basically take out the whole wand. It is a telescopic wand. Hold on. Telescopic wand with a clip. Okay. You have a nice, comfortable, fit in your hand hose handle with a suction valve relief. So that all snaps back in. And take that back. When it goes back in, it's almost like a magnetic type of thing. It just sort of grabs it back. It's actually pretty cool. Helps when you swing the door back. Don't forget to do that. There it goes. It grabbed it. And then that goes down here like so. Again, don't blame the vacuum right now, blame me because I'm holding my phone in one hand and talking to you guys with the other hand. Okay. Several heights. There's an extra low, there's a low, there's a floor, there's an automatic, there's a high, there's an extra high, there's a max. So, I'm wrong, there's not extra low. Sorry about that. But as you can see, there are several, and it's just a nice, easy turn of the knob. This is sort of metal with a plasticky rubber bottom, but that's your foot release pedal. It's nice and solid. Okay, it's a nice, comfortable handle. I don't have to stoop or anything to do this. Also, some machines, when you get to a certain height, the brush shuts off. This one doesn't do that. You have a great system before the brush actually starts to kick in. Now, this is a triple row brush roll. For some of you that don't know or have not used the system with triple row brush rolls, they have a deeper growl and are louder. So example, there are some Riccar Simplicity canisters with a triple row brush roll. There was a Dirt Devil Vision Turbo bagless vacuum cleaner that had a triple row brush roll. There's also a few lines of the Panasonic line that were triple row brush roll. On a triple row brush roll, they run louder. It's a deeper growl. So for some of you that might find this machine loud, I personally do not. Yes, it makes noise. It's not terribly loud. I can name a number of machines in my collection that are louder. My Eureka 1784B is louder. My two Dirt Devils are louder. I used to have a Eureka upright that was louder. I have a Hoover Legacy in that closet that's louder. That Clean Obsessed canister in that box is louder. My Orange Celebrity in the other room is probably close. Hard to tell. Anyways, rubber coated wheels on both the front and the bottom. You have a front base plate on front. You do have 6 wheels, 2 large in the back, middle, and also the front. This is a serpentine belt system. One complaint: the normal consumer would not have this, but since I'm a vacuum collector with roughly 30 vacuums in the house, this machine doesn't get used every week. It actually hasn't been used for probably about a couple months. The serpentine belt does not do that, and just because of taking screws out of the base and stuff like that, I do not disconnect the belt on this machine. I do disconnect the belts on some convertibles and some other machines before use, but this one does not. So it has a tendency, I've noticed, to make kind of a whirring sound, and I've knocked it down to being just the belt just gets stuck in that position. Maybe I should rotate the brush every once in a while. Maybe that would help it. I haven't thought that far. But there is kind of like a whirring sound, and I've just knocked it down to the belt. So, it is what it is. Normal consumer that runs this, you know, once a week, once every 2 weeks, every other day, who knows, I'm sure would not have that problem. But for me as a collector, I do. So, little random complaint. Other than that, it's a decent machine. There are some machines that I've used that bother my ears. I am ear sensitive as far as tones. I do landscaping on the side. I love loud mowers. I love loud weed whackers. Usually the commercial grade stuff I find much more pleasant sounding than like the homeowner stuff. Just because of longevity and how they're made. That makes a completely different sound. The one company I don't get along with is Steel. Steel blowers and weed whackers have a sound that's irritating for me as well, but I love like Echoes, Red Maxes. Husqvarnas aren't bad, Shindawas are great, Mariama's great. Anyway, I've gone to lawn equipment instead of vacuums, but as far as vacuums, shrill stuff gets to me. Some of the Sharks, some of the Dysons, they're rather shrill. Some new Hoovers are rather shrill. I can't do those. This piece of crap is rather shrill. Oh, sorry, I just called it that. Rather shrill. It's actually not a piece of crap. It's a good machine. It just, my ears can't do it. This Tandem Air has not bothered me, does not bother me. Granted, I don't use it tons because I'm a collector with lots of machines, but it doesn't bother me. So, when you're going to turn it on, I'm going to put it in tool mode. Just the main suction motor is going to kick on. Basically, we're talking about a canister suction motor. I'm sure you can all hear the suction relief valve kicking in. I want to see if I can find a turbo nozzle to give you an idea of how powerful that really is, because that ends up being a great way to be able to tell what a vacuum sort of kind of feels like with airflow. And I'm hoping that this Clean Obsessed one is a diameter that works for that. I'm a little cross fingers and pray. Yay. Yay, yay. Let's find out. Oh yeah, boomba. Not great. It's not like snug, but it's on there. Gee, it would probably be more powerful if the relief valve wasn't kicking in. Just something to think about for all the CFM tests that go on there out in the world. You know, older machines like Hoover convertibles didn't have all these fancy suction relief valves and stuff like that that goes on today. So, just putting it out there. Alright, I don't think we need to do low. Let's go to auto. I honestly don't remember what this 4 runs on, but let's give this a shot and see if we can bring it down. For this, I am going to switch over to this system. Okay. See you in a few. Gotta get some cord. I don't know if you can kind of hear that whirring, but it's there. Just suction motor. It's honestly not that heavy. My pinky's got it. So the belt started to calm down. Take a look. Granted, if I had backed out instead of going forward that last track, but as you can see, carpet lines still look pretty good. Feel free to hit me back with feedback. What you think, complaints and all that type of thing. You know what? One last thing. I have no idea how well this is going to work. Let's find out. Okay, so maybe that proves something. It does not lift the carpet all the way up the floor. It grabbed the urinal, does not grab this. I know a Hoover convertible would. Most Clean Air uprights and canisters don't. It's a shame that this tandem air does not do that, so I will say that. Otherwise, give me feedback, comment what you think. I do not think that this model is loud. Again, it's not shrill. The brush roll is deep. You're gonna have that with any triple row brush roll machine. I have not put stuff away since Brian was here. This is probably going to go back to the office. I brought that out for when Brian was here. My 1020 Paramex head, that's what did my car mats the other day. Celebrity Elite 2, Simplicity Verve, Panasonic Jet Flow, my Breathe Easy. I love that machine, doesn't get enough use. Turbo Power 5000 with its power head, Paramax with its power head, the vacuum room, Eureka Rotomatic 1784B with its power head, Eureka Rotomatic 1279 with its power head, Hoover Celebrity Elite 4. That's what cleaned the other car the other day, attached to the other power head. I didn't want to use that vintage nice power head out there on car mats, but that's the Celebrity head. Quadriflex for the Dimension 1000. Supremacy has its power head over here. I have to do a belt change. Hoover Decade 800. The Clean Obsessed. My Miele Solaris Electro Plus with its power head. My Kenmore Whisper Tone with its power head. Where's the suction unit? We're getting caught in mirror problems over here. Oh, duh, I'm looking like right over it. Hoover Elite 2. I can't say that this is the Doubtfire model because I think the Doubtfire model had the bag excess from the top and rather from the side. There's been so many Elite 2s, honestly, over the year, it's hard to keep track of. Dirt Devil Featherlight, honestly one of the only ones I've ever seen in that color. Convertible 700. Basic Dirt Devil Featherlight. Probably one of the best commercial carpet cleaners on the market you can still get as a consumer type of thing within a reasonable price. The Bissell Big Green, I think it's 16T8. I'm purely guessing right now. I can't remember exactly it. Hoover Celebrity QS. It's not a 4, it's not a 2, it's just simply a QS. It does have a Quadriflex power nozzle. Hoover Dimension Limited. Got this not terribly long ago. Haven't really done anything to it. It's on the list. It'll be one of those kind of like rainy hobby days. It'll be a fun thing. Hoover Wind Tunnel Ultra S3655, I believe is the model number for that. Yippers. With its power head right over here. Hoover Wind Tunnel Plus S3639 with its power head over there. And also my Hoover Dual V's dual steam vac. So, anywho, sorry for the 25-minute video. But you got to hear some vacuum, you got to see some of my collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful one.